I'm wondering, and I don't remember this in the book, so maybe you did address it or not, but do you find any of these behavioral patterns more specific to a specific gender or not? Do you find more women, you tend to be yellows or greens, and more men tend to
Well,
be reds? Have
yes, I
you?
have the answer to that.
Okay.
Well, the thing is this, and this is here I have to tread lightly, I guess,
Yeah,
because I know there's a great discussion, not the least in the States and in UK here in Europe as well,
sure,
about the difference between men and women. I have a great respect for the topic itself.
sure.
I understand you can't take it too lightly. I understand that, but men and women are not the same.
Right,
We are not the same. That is just the way it is. I'm not talking about biology. I'm talking about personality.
right.
And I mean, the psychology and I mean, the science here is so clear. You can try to get away from it by fantastic arguments. But the thing is this, women are more relation oriented than men. Women are more interested in people than men are. I am not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I am only
I
stating
agree.
women are more interested and therefore better with relationships.
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
female leaders, they have a bigger tendency to, greater tendency to keep the business going while not forgetting about their family. Men are more sort of focused on either or, mostly the business, which makes them actually look like idiots at the end of the day. Men are more interested in things. They are more task oriented. We can see this statistically, and I mean there is another tool that is very, very advanced and not so easy to use. That is the Big Five theory. And that's what they used to sort of actually understand these differences. And there was also thousands of psychologists making this research put together. This is in the early 90s, early 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And they realized that's, I mean, the overlap is huge. It's a great overlap. It's 60-40. But at the end of the distribution, you can really, really see the differences. All mostly real people oriented people are women, and all mostly task oriented people are men. Again, if it's good or bad, I don't know. We can see this statistically really, really clear.
So obviously you can't, we can't generalize. I get that, but I'm looking for my help. Like any hints I can get to help better evaluate somebody's behavioral pattern will help me. So does that mean that you tend to, and this is just generally, you would find more men to be more reds and blues than women?
Yes.
Women would tend to be more yellows and greens. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the answer to the question. And okay. I mean, if you were guessing, if you just took some random guy or some random woman, and you guessed the women were mostly yellow and green, you would be right 60% of the time, but only 60% of the time.
Right.
And the same thing goes with the men. 60% of the time, they will be more task-oriented than the average woman.
Got it. Yeah.
So there is a huge overlap, but then we can see differences at the end of the,